Fall is almost here, and you know what that means. It's time to rebrand yourself for the last time this year before you rebrand again for New Year's for next year. I don't know what it is about the last couple months of the year, but suddenly after hot girl summer, hot boy summer, and all that hoot and hollering, people decide that they want to refocus. They want to get back to productivity and their goals and wellness. They want to level up. You may have heard of the winter arc, which sounds like the name of a new Marvel superhero, but is actually a trend from last year dedicated to glowing up during the winter months. The idea was that we're already all staying inside because it's too cold to really enjoy outside, so you might as well just glow up and focus on your appearance. It was kind of shallow, not gonna lie. You know, like it was really all about looking hot. Well, this year we're being visited by the winter arc sibling, the Great Lock-In, which is basically just the same thing but rebranded. Or is it? Hi, I'm Ashara, and I make videos at the intersection of sociology, psychology, technology, and media. And today I want to talk about the Great Lock-In and Gen Z's obsession with self-improvement. But first, if you're here and you think you already like me, please subscribe, like, and comment and share this video, or feel free to check out my TikTok and Instagram, because I make stuff on there too. So what even is it? At its core, the Great Lock-In is a self-improvement trend from TikTok. From September 1st to December 31st, it's all about locking in, getting down to the nitty-gritty, and just focusing on your goals and improving yourself. From the videos I've seen, there are a set of rules that come with this lock-in, and they are strict. They also seem to be oddly health-focused. There's rules about sleep and diet and protein intake and how many steps you're getting and how much water you're drinking. This seems like a fitness trend, but other creators will tell you that it's really whatever you make of it. The whole point is about being consistent and following whatever goal you have set. I guess a lot of people's goals are getting skinny. But I digress. But if it's not about getting skinny, it's about getting fit or something of the like. A lot of these videos are focused on a physical transformation. You're shocked?
Don't be shocked. You're shocked?
Are we surprised that TikTok, the app that gave us legging legs and Pilates princess and Dear Pretty, is focused on looks and physical appearance? If you have no idea what I'm saying right now, consider yourself blessed. But after taking a bit of a deeper dive, I have noticed that there's more lock-ins happening in different niches. There's one for the business niche and locking in to make more money. There's one for like style and locking in and creating different outfits or dressing to make yourself feel better. There's one for the neurodivergence community, and so on and so forth. So overall, it's really just about self-improvement and wanting to improve yourself in whatever way you see fit. And that's a good thing, right? Right? There is a line between self-improvement and self-obsession, and we seem to have normalized constantly rebranding and upgrading ourselves to the point that it's getting a little problematic, in my opinion. Why is it so popular to continuously fix yourself? A glaring example of this is glow up culture. Have you heard of a glow up? Urban Dictionary defines a glow up as an amazing transformation. Think of when we saw Mia from the Princess Diaries go from before to after. She straightens her hair, tweezes her eyebrows, puts on some makeup, and then boom, she's more beautiful after.
Better. Much better.
We as a society are very focused on the after, but the goalpost is always moving. And so we can always glow up a little bit more. Basically, we're always in pursuit. And there are a plethora of videos online about how to glow up in X amount of days and what beauty treatments to get and what workouts to do in order to look better. And then you'll be better, because self-improvement, it's a very popular niche. I'm not saying I'm above glow ups. I think we've all been hit by a bit of vanity. When I was in college, I was very focused on manufacturing my glow up. You know, people would like wait for glow ups to happen. No, I was not waiting. I was taking daily steps to glow up. And I feel like I was successful. So I'll pat myself on the back for that one. The lock-in also reminds me of grind culture, a hyper focus on productivity and economic success. With both the lock-in and grind culture, there are no excuses allowed. There's a strong focus on consistency and productivity, and eventually there is a promise of success. If you do all of these things for long enough, you will reap the rewards, you will be successful. And with grind culture, you'll be successful as long as you're willing to give up your happiness for work. Toxic self-improvement is the pursuit of perfection, which does not exist. And I'm not saying that this trend is inherently toxic. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to better yourself or being consistent and working towards your goals. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that I don't think this trend exists in a vacuum. I think it's a representation or a symptom of how self-obsessed we are and how we are so committed to making ourselves better and better and better that we just never let ourselves be. If you can hear, someone started like mowing their lawn, I think. Before they were pressure washing, I have waited hours to film this dang video. And now in the middle of it, someone wants to like mow their lawn. How dare they? Don't they know I'm filming? So I'm sorry if you can hear that. But we fight on. Something that grind culture videos and glow up videos and self-improvement arcs have in common, they're all very aesthetic and snackable to watch. They're entertaining, they craft their own world, there's a specific look to them, there's a specific aesthetic to them, and then we get sucked in because they're very watchable, and that's what gets clicks. Nobody wants to watch a video of someone in front of a white wall talking about tips and tricks to be better and healthier. No, that's boring. Instead, they want to watch a montage with exciting captions flying in and transitions, and you've got to have action shots of you working out at the gym and going to Pilates classes and being at the hairdresser and doing your makeup. It becomes a bit performative. But who are we performing for? I would argue that it's this desire to be seen by other people doing the thing that's supposed to make you better that drives a lot of these self-improvement arcs. Like, clap for the guy who's glowing up. It's like those memes where the guys are saying, I move in silence, making moves in silence, and yet they're telling us, which is not being silent.
I'm moving in silence, but if you need me, because I'm getting off Instagram, here's my number, 91.
I'm moving in silence, but I just hit 2K off my parlay.
I'm moving in silence, but I just booked a trip to Jamaica in 2 weeks, 3 days, 49 hours.
I'm moving in silence, but just got an internship at JP Morgan, New York, here I come.
I'm moving in silence. I'm in the hospital, though. Pray for me.
Moving in silence. I'm gonna still tell that location, though.
I'm moving in. My social security is 345.
Because they want people to notice them putting in the work. Like they want someone to congratulate them or be impressed by them. Now you could argue it's our ever-changing beauty standards or seeing classmates post about their successes on LinkedIn or how your parents compare you to your cousin who's doing better than you that really motivates people to feel like they have to improve all the time. And I'd agree. But I think given the heavy influence that social media has on us, it's probably a huge motivator too, that need for public recognition. Social media has made it so that we have access to everyone all the time. So many beautiful people, so many impressive people, whether it's financially or socially or physically. The comparison game is one we play often, kind of subconsciously. And I think it goes back to the social comparison theory, which I've touched on in other videos before, but I can talk about it briefly here too. The concept, coined by psychologist Leon Festinger in the 1950s, says, people have an innate drive to evaluate themselves, often in comparison to others. And I'd argue that the self-improvement cycle that we seem to keep getting stuck in is because of this upward social comparison that happens on social media. Upward comparison takes place when we compare ourselves with those who we believe are better than us or superior to us. These comparisons often focus on the desire to improve ourselves, our current status, or our level of ability. We might compare ourselves to someone better off and look for ways that we can achieve similar results. And because we have unrestricted access and because we compare ourselves, we are never enough for ourselves. And so we hop on to our 90-day or 180-day arc to keep improving, always in search of the next level. Something that these lock-in videos are not touching on, like how most self-improvement videos and arcs and trends don't touch on, is the self in relation to others. How do we get along with other people? And I get it, it's about self-improvement. Why would we focus on other people? We're supposed to be focusing on ourselves, right? Yes, but we don't exist in solitude. A large part of improving the self is improving our relationships with other people, because we exist in community and we have an innate desire to crave community. In this piece, which I think is a key piece, gets looked over again and again and again. So you keep embarking on this arc and that arc to be better, to do better, but you still feel empty. You're empty inside because you don't have those strong social ties with other people. I mean, hello, we're in a loneliness epidemic. And the cure, I guess, is people buying stuff and going to the gym and glowing up. No, the cure is making meaningful connections. I think the Great Lock-In is a symptom of feeling disconnected more than anything. So, do I think the Great Lock-In is anything to write home about? No. I think it's a rebranded aesthetic that we've seen before, but it's popular because of our obsession with self-improvement and aesthetic/looking cool. And I predict we'll see another version of the Great Lock-In in fall of 2026, only with a new, fun, catchier name. So on one hand, the Great Lock-In holds a magnifying glass to society's obsession with self-improvement fueled by our use of social media. And on the other hand, it's pretty shallow because it focuses on appearance and outward success more than personal inner growth. Two birds, one bad stone. Well, that's all I have to say on the matter right now. Let me know what you think. If you did the winter arc, if you're doing the Great Lock-In now, what do you have to say about it all? I would love to chat about it. If you like this video at all, you like seeing my face at least a little bit, please consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing. I don't know, it'd be pretty cool if you did that. Or check out some of my other social media channels as well. Thank you so much for watching. Much love always, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.